Every destiny has enemies. And here's the truth. If you don't face them, they'll face you. If you don't defeat them, they'll defeat you. But the battlefield isn't out there in the world. It's right here, inside your own mind and choices. You see, one of the greatest discoveries in life is this: you were not born by accident. There's a design, a purpose, a calling with your name on it. But let me also give you the reality. Purpose doesn't just show up and hand you a prize. Destiny is something you fight for every day. You've got two choices: to rise or to retreat, to fight or to fold, to live fully or just exist. Because if you don't recognize the enemy standing in your way, they'll rob you blind, they'll steal your future, bury your dreams, and leave you with nothing but regret. This message isn't for the comfortable. It's for the ones who feel that tug on the inside, a whisper that says, I'm made for more. It's for those who've been disappointed, maybe knocked down a few times, but deep inside still believe there's a destiny worth reaching. So what do? We identify the enemies, we expose them, and then we defeat them. Let's go to work. Enemy one, fear. They say fear has killed more dreams than failure ever will. And isn't that true? Fear is an interesting enemy. It doesn't come dressed like a villain. No horns, no lightning bolts. It shows up as hesitation. It whispers excuses. It says, don't try, don't speak, don't move. Now here's what makes fear so dangerous. It pretends to be your friend. It says, stay in that job you hate. At least it's secure. Or, don't tell them how you feel. You might get rejected. Fear says, play it safe, but you got to be wise. Fear is not protection. It's a thief. It steals your significance while it offers you safety. It gives you comfort while it robs your calling. It promises peace, but it delivers paralysis. Fear doesn't destroy you in one blow. It chips away at you, one hesitation at a time, one excuse at a time, and one day you wake up and your best years have been stolen. Most of the time, fear isn't about today. It's rooted in yesterday. Maybe you failed once. Maybe someone laughed at your dream. Maybe you were told you weren't enough. And without realizing it, you gave yesterday's pain a microphone in tomorrow's future. But listen, just because fear started in your past doesn't mean it has to define your future. Lions feel fear, but they still roar. Eagles face storms, but they still soar. The key isn't to eliminate fear, it's to stop obeying it. Here are 5 key principles to defeat fear. 1. Do it afraid. Don't wait for fear to vanish. It won't. You act first. Courage shows up second. Speak even when your voice shakes. Move even when your knees tremble. Action is the antidote. 2. Expose the lie. Write your fears down. Get them out of the shadows. Then ask, what's the worst that could happen? What's most likely to happen? And if the worst did happen, what would I do? You'll find fear shrinks under examination. 3. Feed faith, starve fear. Every day you're feeding something. Are you feeding your fear with doubt and bad news, or your faith with books, mentors, and uplifting ideas? Remember, whatever you feed will grow. 4. Get around the bold. Fear loves isolation. That's why you need bold company. People who stretch you. People who say you're better than this pace. Walk with warriors and you'll start fighting like one. 5. Remember who you are. Fear loves to make you forget. So remind yourself daily, you are not weak. You were designed for purpose. You have what it takes. Say it, write it, live it. Make this declaration. Stand tall and declare, fear will not own me. Fear will not define me. I was made to rise, not retreat. I will speak, I will dream, I will try again. Fear tried to bury me, but I am still here. And I will win, not because I'm fearless, but because I refuse to quit. Enemy 2, doubt. Now, if fear is the thief that keeps you from stepping out, then doubt is the voice that tells you you don't belong stepping in. Doubt doesn't usually shout. No, it whispers. It says things like, you're not ready. You're not smart enough. You don't have what it takes. Who do you think you are? And here's what makes it dangerous. The voice of doubt usually sounds like your own voice. Doubt is not just uncertainty. Everybody feels uncertain at times. Doubt is when uncertainty becomes a habit. It's internal warfare. It doesn't just attack your dream. It attacks your belief in yourself. It doesn't just say this is hard. It says you're not worthy of it. Doubt wears disguises. Sometimes it comes dressed as logic. Sometimes as humility. Sometimes as realism. But in truth, it's a chain around your future. And the tragedy is this. Most people don't even realize they're in a battle. They think doubt is truth. But it isn't truth. It's a lie that got planted somewhere along the way. So where does doubt begin? At what point did you start doubting yourself? Most of the time, doubt starts early. Maybe a parent never affirmed you. Maybe a teacher made you feel invisible. Maybe a friend mocked your ideas. Maybe you failed once and never recovered. That seed got planted. And over time, it grew into a tree, wrapping itself around your confidence, your creativity, your destiny. And let me tell you, if you don't pull it up by the roots, it will choke the life out of your future. Here's something I've learned. Comparison is the fertilizer of doubt. You look at someone else's success, and suddenly you feel small. You measure your beginning against their breakthrough. You see their highlight reel, and you despise your behind the scenes. But remember this, your fingerprint is proof that your destiny is different. Your voice, your story, your journey, they're yours. The moment you stop comparing is the moment you start walking with clarity. On the other side, doubt is not free. It costs you. It costs you confidence. It costs you creativity. It costs you time, peace, and energy. Every time you hesitate because of doubt, you delay your destiny. And every time you believe the lie, you give away another piece of your future. But here's the good news. You can break it. Here are 5 keys to defeating doubt. 1. Call it out. You can't defeat what you won't name. Write it down. Say it out loud. I doubt my ability. I doubt my worth. I doubt my future. When you name it, you expose it. 2. Replace the lie with truth. Every time doubt says you're not ready, answer with, I'm growing every day. When doubt says you're not enough, answer with, I'm more than enough for what I'm called to do. Don't let doubt have the last word. 3. Build a confidence archive. Start recording your wins, every compliment, every small success, every breakthrough. That becomes your proof list. And when doubt speaks, you read your evidence back to it. 4. Stop playing small. Sometimes doubt is just an excuse to stay comfortable. But comfort never changed the world. If you wait until you feel ready, you'll never move. The key is to act even when you don't feel qualified. 5. Anchor your identity. Your worth doesn't come from money, followers, or failures. It comes from purpose, truth, and God. When you know who you are, doubt loses its landing place. Now, say this with me. I am not what doubt says I am. I am who I was created to be. I don't need permission. I am already chosen. I am not a fraud. I am a fighter. I will not shrink. I will not retreat. I will move forward, even if I must do it afraid. My best is not behind me. My best is still ahead. Enemy 3. Comfort. If fear stops you from stepping out, and doubt convinces you that you can't, then comfort is the one that slowly lulls you to sleep. See, comfort doesn't kill you all at once. No, it robs you little by little, day by day. Comfort is seductive. It whispers, you're fine. You've done enough. Don't stretch too far. Why risk anything when you already have something? At times we think comfort is rest, Don't confuse rest with comfort. Rest is sacred. Rest renews. Comfort, on the other hand, numbs. Rest says, pause so you can grow. Comfort says, stop so you don't have to grow. Comfort isn't about peace, it's about paralysis. It's choosing easy over excellent. It's trading progress for predictability. And let me tell you, comfort has destroyed more destinies than crisis ever has. A comfortable life often looks fine on the outside, but deep down you know you're coasting. Isn't it true? You can have success and still be stuck. If you can predict every part of your life, same schedule, same thinking, same emotions, then chances are you're not living at your full potential. Because destiny never lives inside the comfort zone. Think about it. Every person called to greatness had to leave what was comfortable. Abraham had to leave his homeland. Moses had to leave the palace. David had to leave the field. Esther had to risk the throne. Even Jesus left heaven itself to fulfill his calling. So here's the principle. You cannot stay comfortable and walk in your calling. Comfort loves to whisper, you've done enough. And maybe you have done more than most. Maybe you've achieved a little, grown a little. But destiny isn't about doing better than others. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. Comfort says, at least I'm doing more than them. But destiny asks, am I becoming all that I was created to be? Here are 5 keys to defeating comfort. 1. Choose discomfort daily. Growth never feels good in the moment. Feels awkward, feels hard, but it always feels right afterward. Start training yourself. Wake up earlier, take on challenges, do the things that stretch you. Each act of discomfort builds your strength. 2. Raise your standards. Comfort lives where standards are low. Don't settle for good enough. Push for excellence. Raise the bar in discipline, kindness, creativity, and value. Remember, average is easy. Destiny demands more. 3. Replace comfort with conviction. Comfort says, I want to feel good. Conviction says, I want to fulfill my purpose. Ask yourself daily, what am I called to do? What must I stretch, change, or sacrifice to become that person? Let your calling lead you, not your feelings. 4. Surround yourself with challengers. Comfort thrives when no one calls you higher. Find people who say, that's not your best. You've been quiet too long. Why haven't you started yet? It might sting, but those voices will wake up the giant in you. 5. Remember what's at stake. Every time you choose comfort over courage, a version of you dies. A dream goes unrealized. A calling goes unanswered. The world misses out on what only you could give. Say this with boldness. I will not settle for small just because it feels safe. I was not made for maintenance. I was made for movement. I reject routines that lead to regret. I break free from the lie of enough. I choose discomfort. I choose discipline. I choose destiny. From this day forward, I will not live by what's easy. I will live by what's necessary. Enemy 4. Distraction. If fear keeps you stuck, and doubt keeps you small, and comfort keeps you soft, then distraction keeps you scattered. And a scattered life is a wasted life. Distraction is dangerous because it doesn't look like the enemy. It looks like entertainment. It looks like staying informed. It looks like just 5 more minutes. But distraction has stolen more dreams than failure ever has. Distraction is not always a bad thing. Most times it's small things, harmless things. But here's the truth. If it doesn't move you toward your purpose, it's a distraction. If it drains your focus, it delays your destiny. If it consumes your time without building your future, it's not just harmless, it's harmful. Let me ask you, how much of your life has already been lost to distraction? Think of the hours spent scrolling, flipping, watching, chasing, and yet nothing meaningful changes. That's the cost, wasted time. And wasted time is wasted life. Remember, you don't lose your future in one big decision. You lose it in little distractions, repeated every day until years are gone. There's a story I love about a young man who asked his mentor, "What's the secret to success?" The mentor took him to a river, pushed his head underwater, and held it there. The young man panicked, struggled, kicked, and just when he thought he would die, the mentor pulled him up. Gasping, the young man shouted, "What was that for?" The mentor said, "When you want success as badly as you wanted that next breath, you'll have it. Until then, you're distracted." Distraction wins because it promises quick rewards. A laugh, a like, a little escape. But here's the rule. What you feed grows. What you neglect dies. If you feed distraction, your focus dies. If you feed focus, your destiny lives. So how do you know distraction has you? You start things but don't finish them. You consume more than you create. You always feel busy but rarely feel productive. You're exhausted yet unfulfilled. You keep saying, "One day I'll start," but that day never comes. Sound familiar? That's distraction at work. And here are 5 keys to defeating distraction. 1. Clarity of vision. You can't fight distraction without direction. If you don't know where you're going, everything looks like the way. Write down your vision. Keep it before you. Let it guide your choices. 2. Guard your time ruthlessly. Time is life. Treat it like treasure. That means planning your day, setting boundaries, saying no often. Don't just spend time, invest it. 3. Create environments of focus. Distraction thrives in clutter. Simplify your space, simplify your schedule, simplify your mind. Surround yourself with what pulls you toward destiny, not what pulls you away. 4. Control your inputs. Be careful what you allow into your eyes, ears, and mind. News, gossip, endless scrolling, all of it competes for your attention. And where attention goes, energy flows. 5. Develop the discipline of completion. Finish what you start. Even small things. Because every completion builds confidence, and every half-done task trains your brain to accept mediocrity. Now, make this declaration with me. Say this with conviction. I refuse to live scattered. My focus is my weapon, and I will not waste it. I choose vision over noise, progress over entertainment, destiny over distraction. From this day forward, I guard my time, I direct my attention, I control my inputs. Distraction will not rob me. I will finish what I start. I will live focused. I will live fulfilled. Enemy 5, excuses. Excuses are perhaps the most dangerous of all enemies. Why? Because fear hides in your heart. Doubt whispers in your mind. Comfort keeps you asleep. Distraction steals your time, but excuses justify it all. Excuses make failure look reasonable. Excuses make wasted years feel acceptable. Excuses allow you to stay the same while pretending it's not your fault. And that's why excuses are deadly. Excuses are lies wrapped in logic. They sound good. They sound reasonable. Sometimes they even sound true. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough money. I wasn't born in the right place. I'll do it when things calm down. But listen carefully. Behind every excuse is the same truth. I don't want it badly enough. But there is a price for excuses. It costs more than effort. They cost opportunity. They cost respect. They cost your destiny. Here's the harsh reality. The world rewards results, not reasons. You don't get a trophy for almost. You don't get remembered for if only. You get remembered for what you did, not what you intended. Let me tell you a story. 2 men had the same dream, to start a business. The first man said, I'll wait until I have more money, more time, more connections. The second man said, I'll start with what I have. 5 years later, the first man still had excuses. The second man had a thriving business. Same dream, different choice. One lived in excuses, the other lived in action. Excuses protect your pride. They give you a reason to say, it's not my fault. But excuses also protect your limitations. They let you stay small. And here's the irony. The very thing you use to protect yourself is the very thing that keeps you trapped. How to defeat excuses in 4 practical steps. 1. Take full ownership. Stop blaming circumstances, people, or luck. Own your life. The moment you accept 100% responsibility is the moment you gain 100% power to change. 2. Trade excuses for reasons. Instead of saying, I can't because, learn to say, I must because. Excuse, I don't have time. Reason, I must make time because my future depends on it. 3. Start small, start now. Excuses love delay. Action kills excuses. Start with what you have, where you are. Momentum is more powerful than waiting for the perfect conditions. 4. Surround yourself with accountability. Excuses thrive in isolation. Find mentors, partners, friends who won't let you settle for less than your potential. Make this declaration with your heart and mind. Say this out loud as a commitment. I break the chains of excuses. I will not live in reasons for failure. I will live in responsibility for success. I trade blame for ownership, delay for action, weakness for strength. I will not wait for perfect conditions. I will start now with what I have. No more excuses. No more delay. This is my season. This is my time, and I will not waste it. In conclusion, I want you to remember this. Your destiny is not in the hands of your enemies. It's in your hands. The fear, the doubt, the excuses, the distractions, even the pull of mediocrity, none of them are stronger than the power that God has already placed inside you. Every time fear whispers you can't, remind yourself of the countless times you've already overcome. Every time doubt tries to cloud your vision, stand firm and declare that your future is brighter than your past. And when excuses try to steal your momentum, remind yourself that the life you desire is worth every sacrifice you must make today. Distractions will come. Mediocrity will try to lure you into comfort. But comfort never built greatness. Destiny requires courage. It requires sacrifice. It requires you to rise when everything in you wants to quit. So today, choose to fight back. Choose to rise higher. Choose to silence the lies that tell you you're not enough. Your future is too important. Your calling is too great. And your life is too valuable to settle for anything less than the fullness of your potential. This is your moment. Don't wait for a perfect time. There isn't one. Don't wait for approval. Your worth has already been written. Don't wait for everything to align. Start where you are with what you have and trust that more will come as you move forward. Step into this moment with courage. Walk into your destiny with boldness. And when you look back one day, you won't see failure or regret. You'll see the story of someone who refused to bow to fear, who refused to settle, and who chose to live fully alive. Your destiny is calling. Don't ever look back.